This week's hot topic is, well, Jimmy's got it covered, so I'm just going to throw it to him.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Jim.
We're going to go home now, aren't we?
This week's hot topic is, I've titled it
Bands being ripped off by shonky business people.
Thank you, Dennis, yes. So what happened was I received an email from a promotions company, let's call them. And what they wanted to know was, they wanted to know if my band, Sonic Circus, who, of course, Sonic Circus, got a Facebook page, there's songs to listen to and all that sort of stuff. So
You've taught him well.
get on there and check us out, Sonic Circus. Oh, yeah. Anyway, we got offered to go on this compilation CD. And this compilation CD was going to be sent out to all the councils around Melbourne, to do with the Freezer program, which is all underage gigs.
Battle of the Bands type stuff, yeah.
Yeah. And it was also going to go to DJs in the USA and the UK. And for us to go on it, we had to pay $300 and give this person one song, right? So I thought, okay, yeah, not bad. Not really, but, you know, I was just going to find out what the hell this was all about. And so I contacted him. And I thought, yeah, there should be like a contract in place, you know, at the very minimum, because we're giving them a song and we're giving them $300. What are they actually going to do? And I asked for updates of who he was going to be sending it out to and contact details and stuff so that the bands could follow up on where this music was going. And came back to me, no contacts, no contract, no nothing. You pay and I will promote, and then we'll see what happens, basically, which I thought was pretty shit. And I think that's a bit of a scam, and I'd love to name names, but of course I can't because Andrew will bash me and I could get sued.
Yes, that's why we don't do it.
So I wanted to raise
We don't have
this...
the money to cover a lawsuit.
Yeah, so I wanted to raise this topic because I know that back in the early 90s and mid-90s, this used to happen all the time.
Oh, it's been going on for a while, and it's still going on today. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, well, I hadn't received an email like this for a long time, so I thought that it had sort of died off and people had got the message, but clearly they haven't. And I think a lot of young bands out there, very impressionable bands that are trying to get somewhere, trying to get gigs, trying to get radio play, would get sucked into shit like this. And when there's no contract and no offer of any info so that you can actually know that the CD was even made, let alone where it went to, I think that's pretty wrong. And I think that young bands out there should be aware of it, that, you know, these emails that you get from these people, they're bullshit, most of them.
There's a lot of promoters out there of different veins promoting different concert avenues and things like that as well. There's a lot of this going on where you've got to...
And they're just ripping people off blind, and it's really ordinary. And I think we should call these people out, you know, in a... I can't name names.
No, I think we should make people aware of the practices.
Make them aware of it. What do you guys think?
Well, I've had some experience in this shit. Like, my old band and my current band have also been offered these compilation things, and the ones like I think Heavy Mag did one, and there's a few legit ones. But it's basically like some of them I got offered. You have to pay like a larger amount of money to get to be the first track, and then the second track. So like maybe $500 you get to be track 1, 450 track 2, and so on.
What a joke.
Which I think is bullshit. And then. Yeah, like you said, you don't know what's going to happen. Like, you pretty much paying money to be on a CD just so they can print and press the CD. And then you don't know what the fuck's happening. It's maybe like you might get 3 likes on Facebook from it. That's all. Like, I know people who do it well, like Stu, who runs from the band Silent Night in Perth, who also runs Stormrider Festival in Perth. Yep. He did one this year for Stormrider Festival, $150 per 5-minute song. He got a bunch of bands on there, and he printed 1,000 copies, and he was just giving it out to people who came to the gig, which is cool. Like,
yes, because you know where
and
it's
you're
going.
not charging fucking too much or anything.
Yeah.
I was going to do it next year for Legions of Steel with just charging bands maybe $50 to be in a compilation, and then print maybe only 100 copies or whatever money I make, however many I can press and print with that money, and then do like a VIP ticket package where you get compilation CD and then sell the rest that I don't sell online for the pre-orders for the tickets, just sell them at the gig at the merch desk. But, you know, people are buying that and you know where that's going.
Exactly.
But
this
stuff
shit,
like this
well, you
where
can physically see it happening.
You can physically fucking see it happening, whereas this, you have no idea what's going on. And, yeah, a lot of them are bullshit, that's for sure. And a lot of them charge way too much. Because, you know, doesn't necessarily take $3,000 to fucking
No.
press 1,000 CDs, so they could be pocketing a shit ton for themselves. Who
That's
knows?
right. So stay away from these people, kids.
Yeah, no, we're well and
Evil.
truly over time on this.
Yeah,
Just
sorry.
quickly, I'm going to add that, yeah, I think that general advice to bands on this regard is to ask questions. And
Oh,
if you
yeah.
don't like the response, don't go with it. Because you're entitled to ask questions. If people are asking for your music and, for your money,
Yeah.
you're entitled to ask questions.
Fucking
Don't ever
oath.
feel like you're not. No matter how, if it's your first thing ever, don't just accept it and go, this will be cool. Actually be open-eyed about it. Ask your friends about it. Put it up on Facebook without naming names. Like I've said, just say, I've had this offer, lay out the terms, and then see what people say about it. Because usually if you're looking for even just your first gig, you'll have made friends that have at least know people that can, via word of mouth on social media, it'll get around and you'll get some answers.
Send it to us. We'll
Well,
have a look
yeah,
at it.
put it on our wall and we'll let you know what we think of it pretty quick. But yeah, over to you. Give us your thoughts. Let us know if you've had any experiences with these sort of deals, quote unquote, or anything like this, or your thoughts on the idea in general. Have at it.